I'm Hayden and this is Amanda, and we did our presentation on maple syrup urine disease.
Some history on the disease. In 1954, a family, Menkeys, reported having 4 children die within the first 3 months of their lives. They had a neurodegenerative disorder, which was later found out to be the maple syrup urine disease. Later in following years, pathogenic compounds were identified as branched-chain amino acids and their alpha-keto acids. In 1960, a doctor, Dancis, showed how maple syrup urine disease and its enzymes were at a level of decarboxylation of the branched-chain amino acids. And in 1971, another doctor, Scriver, found the first case of thiamine-responsive maple syrup urine disease, which was where they were trying to use a dietary treatment for maple syrup urine disease. Some statistics about the disease. 1 in 180,000 babies are affected worldwide, so not that many. 1 in 176, however, Mennonites in Pennsylvania are affected, and both boys and girls are affected equally, and only 10 individuals in Sweden have ever been diagnosed with the disease.
A little more about the disease. Maple syrup urine disease is found in infants. Some of the symptoms of maple syrup urine disease are obviously the urine smells like maple syrup, avoiding food, lethargic, seizures, vomiting, difficulty feeding. The baby can go into a coma and not be able to think very well. If the disease isn't found right away, it can lead to death. When caught at a very early age, the baby will be prescribed by the doctor a very specialized diet. The disease symptoms can come and go throughout the victim's life, but usually will not be deadly unless undiagnosed. Maple syrup urine disease is an autosomal recessive trait, so the parents may be carriers, but they may not know because there won't be any signs or symptoms.
The 3 genes that are affected by maple syrup urine disease are BCKDHA, BCKDHB, and DBT. These 3 genes work together to make proteins that are responsible for breaking down amino acids. The 3 amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These amino acids are found in many kinds of our food. If there is a mutation in any of the 3 genes that I listed, then the protein complex is reduced or eliminated, causing the breakdown of these products to not occur, which therefore then the amino acids build up in the body, and high levels of any of these substances are toxic to the brain or other organs in the body. Maple syrup urine disease can be caused by any sort of mutation in one or all of these 3 genes. When a mutation occurs, proteins fail to break down amino acids, therefore making the urine smell like maple syrup.
That doesn't smell right. Maple syrup urine disease is typically diagnosed by the presence of clinical features, smelly urine. The doctors can officially diagnose the disease by taking urine analysis, which will show a high rate of keto acids. They can also take a blood test, which will show high level of amino acids. They can do an enzyme analysis of the white blood cells or the skin cells. All 4 of these can confirm that the child has maple syrup urine disease. Once the child has been diagnosed, the treatment is a very strict diet. The child won't be able to drink milk, eat cheese, eggs, meat, fish, nuts, regular baby formula, dried beans, flour, or peanut butter for the rest of their lives.
This is a pedigree of maple syrup urine disease. It shows how the gene is passed down and how the phenotype is displayed. As you can see, the parents both are carriers for maple syrup urine disease, and they have 4 kids, 2 of which are also carriers, like their parents, 1 that doesn't have the disease at all, and 1 that does have the disease.
So there aren't very many implications of this disease. For ethical and legal, there aren't any implications. As far as social goes, because due to the strict diet, eating out at restaurants or social events can be quite difficult. So recommendations to parents. If one spouse knows that they are a carrier of disease, they should make the other spouse aware to start. Then after that, if the other spouse is unsure whether they are a carrier, they should go to the doctors and get genetically tested. And if it turns out both parents are carriers, it would be best to adopt a child for fear that the child would become diagnosed with maple syrup urine disease, and then they would have to live the rest of their life on an incredibly strict diet. Thank you for watching our presentation.